Good morning and welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood. It's a rainy Sunday, and we're here with Baba John.
Baba John.
My dad hasn't been in any of the videos in like a month or two. More? maybe since Horror Nights, I don't know. Did you even do Horror Nights this year? No? Why not?
Just wasn't into it.
No?
Not this year. I didn't want to be in the big crowds. It's too just claustrophobic. I'm not going to do that
Yeah.
to myself.
Okay. Did you like Horror Nights the year prior to this year?
No.
No?
But
Why
the
not?
Years before that, yes.
Yeah? Like
Too
what?
crowded.
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't too bad this year. Like in September, I feel like no one wanted to go to Horror Nights because of the heat. It was dead, so I feel like that was a great time to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. Do you find Horror Nights scary? Do you think it's?
No, I just find it entertaining.
Is it fun?
I like watching actors, decorations, all that stuff. I'm
Yeah.
all into that. But if the environment is not comfortable, I will not be.
Yeah, I
there.
get that. And since they've removed the Metropolitan sets, you know how you used to walk all the way to the back lot?
Yeah.
Since
great.
they've removed that, I feel like the crowd control has just been horrible. There's people just all packed in one tiny park, and half the time Horror Nights is sold out, so it just feels so busy because of that.
Yeah, it just brings a different flavor when you're able to go into the back lot and into areas where you know.
But it
you're
also
not supposed
it
to.
spreads out the crowds and stuff.
It
That's what I
does.
was trying to say.
It does, but the way they have set it up the past 2 years, it really feels like we want you to go here, and then you want you to go there, and then there, and then there, and then
Right.
there, and then there, and then wait, and then wait, and then wait, and I'm thirsty, and I'm hungry, and no, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. So early process of them creating the new security hub. They haven't started anything quite yet, but they did bring some construction facilities. They have little bungalows down there. They have some giant trash cubes, and they haven't taken anything down quite yet, but they're probably going to start very soon. We already have markings on the ground through this entire thing, so they'll probably get to work within the next month or two. That's when we'll start seeing some demolition of the trees and the existing lighting posts. They're trying their very best to match CityWalk Hollywood to Universal Orlando's CityWalk. There isn't much going on in the CityWalk. Most of the time, I know it's raining today, there isn't that many people, but most of the time this is actually what it looks like in CityWalk. There's hardly ever any people that want to dine here unless it's like a holiday. Bringing these new security hubs will be nice because it'll allow people from the theme park to leave the theme park comfortably without having to go back through security, but also it gives them the opportunity to bring back nightclubs and more bars and more night entertainment. I think they removed all of that stuff way back in the early 2000s because of weapon scares. People would end up bringing weapons into CityWalk. So my dad used to work here inside of the theme park in the 90s, and he knows a lot about CityWalk, and he was just telling me about CityWalk just being the hub for...
Well, at CityWalk back in the 90s, you used to have different entertainment. So you had bars, you had an ice rink, you had a lot of different things that would happen here. However, it was not where you had to go through security so they could check what you had on you or whatever. So there would be a lot of fights. There would be, unfortunately, different types of people coming into CityWalk and unfortunately clashing. And so you would see security and sheriffs.
Wouldn't the security guards pick fights too? Back then, wouldn't they want to
I don't know, but if we have any of the old security guards watching this, you know that
it's a completely different.
Yeah, I think everybody enjoyed what was going on. Unfortunately, people got hurt. So I think that you had the security officers running to the fight before the cops did, because they just enjoyed it.
It would give them something to do.
But
but now it's a completely different company.
Yeah, it was just not that safe. Plus you had the clubs, plus you had a whole lot of things happening. So I think that if Universal moves forward, I know that they're gonna move forward with good security and they're not just gonna let people in with metals that they're not supposed to bring in,
like weapons. But the security company they have running right now, Securitas, is probably one of the biggest security companies. Before you get on a cruise, like a Carnival cruise, that's Securitas. Any events in Los Angeles, it's all Securitas.
I would love to find out, again, if any of you security officers are watching this video, I would love to hear any of the crazy stories from the 90s. Even put it in the comments. But look, you know what I'm talking about. You know how crazy and fun it was in the 90s and how dangerous it was too. Put it in the comments, let us know.
It's been a while since we've seen Universal in the rain, but I just wanted to talk about the globe for a quick second. We haven't seen the globe spin in over a year now, and I wonder if it's broken, if they have plans on like relocating it. They're gonna get rid of these security terminals very soon, and so I'd imagine that they would want to make the entrance hub to Universal larger, and they've changed this so many times throughout the years, especially through Universal's history. They've never had an archway until about the early 90s. So I could definitely see them changing up the entrance hub to the theme park. Probably leave the arches. These have become such an iconic part of Universal. It's just dead in the theme park today. Look at this. There's like no one here. Waterworld is still closed though for another 3 or 4 weeks. They're doing a quick refurbishment on it. They've had it running for, I don't know, maybe... Well, actually, no, now that I think about it, it had a refurbishment last January. Maybe they're moving the refurbishment dates to January, February. It used to be in October, but now they have shows running during Horror Nights. No more Christmas decorations. Those were up for a while. 4 days ago, we were here. They had all the Christmas decorations up. Those are all gone now. They're still in the process of removing some of the decorations inside of the plaza. But I'd imagine that the plaza is going to remain closed even when all the Whoville stuff is down, because I feel like they're going to do something big for FanFest Nights in the plaza. FanFest Nights is going to be interesting. They have so many different properties, a lot of new properties to Universal coming. They have Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, Jujutsu Kaisen, and One Piece. Those are all going to be their own little experiences in the park. They're going to hire 25 employees or 25 characters that are going to be roaming around the park. And what I love is that they've already put up applications and auditions for some Back to the Future characters. So they're going to have Biff Tannen, they're going to have Doc, they're going to have Marty, but even Marty's parents. So they're going to have like Lorraine and George McFly walking around Courthouse Square. And how it's going to work is they're going to have one of the City Tours drop you off in Hill Valley. And it's so cool. I mean, that's the one thing I'm looking forward to for FanFest Nights, and I'm sure they'll do something crazy with the clock tower. I'm sure they've already been starting to decorate the area. They're going to try to make it look like 1985, Hill Valley 1985. So I'm really looking forward to FanFest Nights just for that one reason. I'm also very intrigued to see what they do with the rest of the event. I've never seen Jujutsu Kaisen, I've never seen One Piece and like animes like that, so I don't know what they could do with it. Maybe they just have like characters walking around, but holy, wow, whoa. Okay, so we have a lot of track that's been installed since the last time we were here. We had half of this inversion the last time we were here, but they completed the inversion and they also added some additional track. So we have track running from the bottom into this turn, and in the comments of the last video you guys said this was a trim brake, not a launch. So there's a trim brake right there, and I guess after that trim brake it sends you down to the rest of the track. But this is such a crazy element, and look how close all the track pieces are to each other. That's pretty crazy. And then look at that, like I mentioned in the last video, we're gonna start seeing some supports along with footers for the sound barriers to go up, and that's exactly what happened. Actually, almost instantly. These have just gone up. These are all supports for the sound barriers that are going to be surrounding most of this roller coaster, or some of the high scream moments, as Universal calls it. Actually, I believe that most of the coaster supports are up at this point. You could see that we have some round footers on the bottom. I just try to connect the dots here. I think the round footers are only for coaster supports and coaster track, and then the square footers that we have here are to hold up the sound walls. And that actually makes sense now that I look at it, because the coaster track on these supports, it'll be directing you back up the hill. Yeah, you can see arrows on the supports here. I was trying to look for that. Those take you back up the hill. I don't think the coaster track will even make it to this point here. So these are definitely for sound walls. Rainy days are definitely the best days to visit the park though. Look at this. Pets is 5 minutes. No wait for Despicable Me. That's very nice. I turned 21 2 days ago, or a few days ago. And now we can go into Mulligan's.
Let's get you a drink.
Should we get a drink? They have this drink here. It's on the hidden menu called Jurassic Water. Should I get that? It's pretty sweet, I've heard.
Is it? We can share it if you want.
Yeah? So I got the Jurassic Water here at Mulligan's, and it has gin, vodka, rum, and tequila inside. Probably should mix this. From here we have a nice little view inside. I can't tell what's going on in here. This might just be the mech-based side of it, so there's not going to be much theming in that part of the station, but here we'll eventually see some more theming. And we actually have a nice view of that part of it. Once they remove all the scaffolding and stuff around and they start working on theming inside, we're gonna have such a nice view from the right side of the escalators. Something nice Universal used to do that they don't do anymore is they used to give free hot chocolate every time it rained. It hardly rained back in the day. I mean, even now it hardly rains. So what they would do is when it rained, we would go to Universal and they would have free hot chocolate, remember, outside of Starbucks? It was nice. It was little cups, but it was still nice to have. Look at that. We have some more track installed right over here. This is going to be such a cool element. You invert basically over the escalator. That's so awesome. And they already have some more track staged. So we'll probably see this go up not anytime soon, maybe like 3-4 days from now, since it's still a little rainy for the next day or two. Like I was saying in previous videos, as soon as it rains, they put a pause on all construction here. And so we're gonna see a little bit of a delay, maybe for the next 2 or 3 days. But this is the view I was talking about. This is gonna be such a nice view when scaffolding is gone. We'll probably see some theming and station. It looks like it's gonna be a double station, now that I look at it. You can see that there's a swerve over there, and then there's another one to the right side. So it's a double station. That'll definitely increase capacity. It'll make the line move very quick. There's not going to be any Universal Express on this ride for at least the first year of it being open. So we'll see how that plays out. There's one positive to the rain. It's that it'll put out all the fires right now. We had the Eden fire down there. We had the Hughes fire in Santa Clarita. You can't really see it from here. And then we were able to see a bit of the Palisades fire right behind this mountain here, but those are probably all out now because of the rain. It's nice. The tram isn't going there right now, but I was trying to see if I could get a view onto the clock tower and see if they brought back the pillars, the iconic pillars in front of the clock tower. We can't really tell from here. I hope they do bring back the pillars for the clock tower though, because they were in Back to the Future, and that's what made the clock tower look like the clock tower from Back to the Future. Those pillars are actually hidden right behind the facade. They're still there. All they need to do is remove one layer of the facade and it'll look like the clock tower from Back to the Future. Look how low the clouds are sitting. That's incredible. Lots of fog. Not too much in Burbank though. That's a really fun view of the roller coaster here. That looks so nice. I love it. I can't wait to see these pieces of track go up, because it may not look like it, but this piece is actually taller than this one over here. I mean, all of this is just going to look ridiculous. I can't wait to see this entire roller coaster put together. I'm so excited for it. I'm not going to be able to ride it, but... I'll ride it, but... it's going to look really cool to have it in the park. Here's a look at... I don't know what this is. I think they're going to have electrical inside. I'm pretty sure they'll theme it to Fast and Furious since the coaster's so close to it. Or maybe it'll be hidden by some of the sound barriers. I'm not too sure. I think we might need to go back to the upper lot. It just started raining so hard within like a second. I don't know if you could see this on camera. It's raining so hard right now. Holy smokes.
It's a dark cloud.
Yeah. Dang. And tomorrow it's gonna be nice and sunny. I love California. It's hailing. Oh my god. That's really cool. I've never been at Universal while it hails. Ow, this hurts. Ow, ow. That's cool. I like that. I just finished my drink. Okay. Back under we go. That's really cool. Imagine it snows. I don't think it's cold enough for that, no?
But it is very cold right now.
It is pretty cold.
It's pretty chaotic.
You know what smells really good right now? Panda Express. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I would want to be at Universal when it snows. That'd be really cool.
Oh, look at that, it's flooding.
Oh, that would be horrible. They closed Jurassic. Oh, you're going. He's doing it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is really bad. This is probably the hardest I've seen rain at Universal. Oh my god. Ow, ow, ow. The hail is like super hard. I can probably see it bouncing off of me right now. Oh my god. Are we doing Mummy?
Welcome aboard, team. You may have noticed that it is slightly hailing right now.
Slightly.
It's actually still very beautiful today. This extreme weather is phenomenal. It's hailing outside.
Holy. Alright, should we go back upstairs?
Yeah.
It's so crunchy to walk on the ground. Ooh, I kind of like this.
Crunchy.
I would really like a hot dog or something right now, but it'd be a pretty wet hot dog. Oh, look at this. Okay, we're going back upstairs.
Yeah, chaotic.
I'm soaked. Damn. I wonder if the dinosaur is going to come out today. Probably not. We're in the cloud. We're in the cloud right now. It's all like hail right there. Damn.
On the tram.
They close it. They
I saw some.
They put like tarp on the sides of the walls of the tram.
Oh, that's it. I saw something on the tram.
There's like a little screen you can pull down so you don't get wet. But it kind of sucks because then you can't see anything. So we're in Harry Potter World right now, and look at all this hail. I mean, it joined up like in such a big clump that it looks like it's snowing outside. Kind of fits in with the theming. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, that's gonna wrap up today's video here at Universal. I wanted to end it outside, but it's just raining way too hard, so I'm ending it in the car. I hope you enjoyed. I'm JP and how they say in the movies. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one.